you're well and welcome back. And hello, anyone that is new. You may have stumbled across this video because you are interested in the Ramsay theory if you are currently in early pregnancy, and you may also have just been following me for a very long time and you're wondering what the hell I'm going on about. But today I am sharing a video all about the Ramsay theory and what the Ramsay theory predicted my gender of our baby would be. So for anyone that doesn't know, I'm currently a mum of 2 boys, and I am very much of the opinion that I would forever be a boy mum. I have journaled a lot on having a little girl because I would love to experience having a little girl and having that relationship. But we went into a 3rd pregnancy just hoping for a healthy baby, and I love my baby boys, I do. They are the most boisterous, cheeky, loving, cuddly little things. And I've had so many friends that have had little girls go, they're a nightmare. I can just hear Parker come in and he's like, no, they're not a nightmare. So yeah, I went into this 3rd pregnancy very much with the opinion that I would probably end up with 3 boys because there are so many boys in my family. And bar me and my sisters, I'm one of 4, I have 2 sisters and a brother. Everyone else around me has pretty much had boys. Even in Adam's family as well, my husband, Adam's family, there's a lot of boys. So I kind of went into this pregnancy thinking 3 boys, but it didn't stop me wondering at all, like, what are we having? I'm such a curious person, and I really wanted to do the sneak peek test, which is a blood test that you can do at home from 8 weeks, and you can actually now go to places that will actually do it for you, so I'll take your blood for you. And I was so tempted to do this, but Adam really wanted to wait to find out, and he could have happily gone until I give birth. Whereas I'm a planner, I'm an organiser, I had to know. I have got 11 boxes in my loft of boys' clothes. So I need to know if we're having another baby boy and I need to get these washed and cleaned, or whether I need to sell them. And not only that, I feel like in my heart of hearts, when I look at boys' clothes and like the gender neutral clothes, like if I was having a boy, it would be lovely. But if I was having a girl, like I want to go all out ditzy, floral print and pink and things like that, because I've not done that before. But the neutral clothes for the boys, I absolutely love, but it doesn't really do anything for me for the girls as much. I think with it being, if we did have a girl, it'd be our first girl. So you may have seen in the last video that I did that the boys really want a girl. And they really want a sister. Actually, Parker wanted a brother, and now he's changed his mind. But I'm going to be sharing with you today the Ramsay theory. So I'm going to pull it up on my phone and give you a bit of an explanation as to what the Ramsay theory is. So the Ramsay theory is a strategy for using the location of the placenta during early pregnancy ultrasounds to predict the sex of a baby. Now, this hasn't been scientifically proven at all, but it does say that the method is as much as 97% reliable. Now, the whole gist of the Ramsay theory is essentially where your placenta attaches to the uterus or the womb, or whether they're the same thing. I'm awful with science, but where it attaches, either on the left or the right side, will predict whether you are having a girl or a boy. Now, there is a company that I heard of many years ago, and they are called the Nubtex, and they're over here in the UK. I will leave them linked below. But they actually had a package, and I didn't realise they did it. I thought they just did the Nub theory, which I'm also going to be doing a video on. But they also do the Ramsay theory as well. Now, the Ramsay theory can only be done between a certain time period. I think it's between 5 and 8 weeks. Let me just double check. Yeah, so it can be done as early as 6 weeks. Obviously, there's a 50-50% chance. Supposedly, it's meant to be 90% accurate. There's no evidence that it works 100%. And most of the videos I've seen online say that it doesn't work. Most of the videos that I watched on YouTube about the Ramsay theory before I decided to buy the Ramsay theory myself say it doesn't work. Now, I had a good guess at what I thought my scan was saying myself, and then I thought, well, do you know what, I'm going to pay someone to tell me. So they had a package for the Ramsay theory and the Nub theory. So I bought that combined package and thought I'll do the Nub theory later down the line. So basically, I'm going to have a look. It basically says the placement of your developing placenta can reveal your baby's sex. If your placenta is forming on the right side of your uterus, the baby is most likely a boy. If it's forming on the left side, then it's probably a girl. Now, what you're looking for is basically a really white area on your scan, which will basically determine where it's more than likely for the placenta to embed itself, because at that point it hasn't actually embedded. So what I'm going to do with you is I'm going to show you my scan and I'm also going to share with you the results of what I thought, and then also what the professionals thought as well. So this is my scan here, and I will show you a close-up, but as you can see, this is my scan. Now, results can vary, so what you need to know if you're having this done is, first of all, if the image or the ultrasound was mirrored, because if it was mirrored, that means it was flipped, which basically means your left and right are different. And you also need to know if it was done like on your tummy as an external ultrasound, or if it was internally, because again, when it's internally, I believe it will represent accurately, but from an ultrasound on the outside, it will be flipped. So basically, I had mine done externally on my tummy and it wasn't flipped. This says if it's on the left, it's a girl. So because mine was done on the outside, mine would be having to show a white area on the right. And when I had a look and I tried to guess this for myself, that's exactly what it showed. So as you can see here, a lot of the whiteness is down here. This is where it is. This is where all of the really light colours are, which indicated to me, yeah, this indicated to me that it was a girl. But then I was like, I'm sure it's not flipped, but what if it is? So I thought I'm gonna let the nub techs do their business because they are the professionals at this. And I sent off my scan to them. And they basically came back to me and said that my Ramsay report indicates that I'm having a girl. And they show you an image as well. So what I was explaining earlier on about whether it's abdominal, transvaginal, and the way that it should be. So obviously I had an abdominal one, but mine's showing on the left. So as you can see, I had an abdominal, and I think it might be flipped on this screen as well. But basically, mine indicates I'm having a girl. Now, their prediction of their result being correct, according to my scans, was 75%. They had a 75% confidence rate that I would be having a little girl. Now, this for me did not give me any false hope at all. I wouldn't say it was a waste of money, but it's not accurate. The whole of the theory, everyone that I've seen online has hardly, like, none of them have come true. They've been the complete opposite according to the theory. So it didn't give me much confidence, but I just thought it was something fun to do regardless. And because I am very much, I don't care what I have either or, it was just a fun thing for me to do. We're gonna find out, but I was just wondered how these kind of things played out. I've never done any old wives' tales or anything like that before. So I thought this was a fun thing to do. And let's just say this gave me no confidence that I was having a girl, but like I said, and I know I've said this a couple of times, it was a fun thing to do, and I told Adam about it and he was like, oh gosh. But for me, like, I've been so convinced in my last 2 pregnancies that I was having a girl. Clayton, I thought I was having a girl because I was sick the whole way through and had so many symptoms that pointed towards a girl, and then he was a boy, and then because Parker's pregnancy was so different, I thought he was a girl. And this time the pregnancy's been so different again, which I'm going to go into in a first trimester symptoms video, and cravings and things like that. But because this pregnancy's been so different again, I was like, it's got to be a girl. But I don't know. I'm also very much of the opinion that all 3 of my pregnancies have been different, and therefore I could have 3 boys. So we will see, and in the upcoming weeks you will find out what we are expecting. But I'm also going to be sharing with you the nub theory and a first trimester video and an old wives' tale video coming up as well. So do keep your eyes out for that. But I would love to know, have any of you guys tried the Ramsay theory in the past? Has it been accurate for you, or are you just like, what the hell is this? I've never heard of this before in my life. I'd love to know. And yeah, if you are new around here, I'd love to have you subscribe. I'm a mum of 2, if I haven't already said that, 2 boys, and I share cleaning content, finances, mindset and motivation, homeware hauls, And I am on this very exciting journey of motherhood and pregnancy with baby number 3. So if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to do so, and I will see you all again in a video very soon. Bye guys. I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too.